Good morning, motor cars. It is a brisk February 1st out there, but hopefully a little bit better weekend weather. Anniversaries this weekend at the Body Shop on the 1st. Bill Hickey, Scott Stannard, Carl Zielinski, Sherman Thomas, April Berth, and Robert Stanasic. In Honda Sales, Michelle Widman at the Rainforest Car Wash, Brooke Paintiff. On the 2nd, in Toyota Service, Andre Perimushik. On the 3rd, at Daylight Donuts, Brian Clark. And also at Daylight Donuts on the 3rd, Amna Abuhamda. Birthdays this weekend. On the 1st, at Daylight Donuts, Eugene Odenbrett. On the 3rd, in Honda Service, Duran Marsh. On the 3rd, at the Rainforest Car Wash, Caitlin Ackerman. And on the 3rd, in Toyota Service, Aaron Jordan. This day in history, 1790, the first session of the U.S. Supreme Court. The Constitution granted the Supreme Court ultimate jurisdiction over all laws, especially those in which constitutionality was at issue. The court was also designed to rule on cases concerning treaties, foreign diplomats, admiralty practice, and also maritime jurisdiction. 1861, Texas voted to secede from the Union over the objections of Sam Houston, the Texas governor at the time. Texas was the 7th state to secede at that moment. Houston refused to take an oath of allegiance to the Confederacy and was replaced in March by his lieutenant governor. Houston's name became famous. His lieutenant governor, not so much. 1884, publication of the Oxford English Dictionary, which is still the standard for English today. 1887, Hollywood became a city. 1908, King Carlos of Portugal and his son Louis Philippe were assassinated. Portugal was going through a deep recession at the time. The king put the head of the local Conservative Party in power to battle corruption, throwing out the democratically elected government. The Portuguese people responded by pointing out that the king's court was the source of most of the corruption, and they shot him and his son while they were taking a carriage ride. 3 years later, it became a democratic republic. 1979, the Ayatollah Khomeini returned to rule Iran after 15 years of exile. The U.S., Britain, and the Soviet Union had previously thrown out Iran's democratically elected leader and installed Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi in his place. The Shah took land away from religious leaders, got pally with the oil companies, and tried to make Iran more westernized, and spent lavish sums on his personal comfort. He was famous for having his breakfast thrown in from Paris every morning. Khomeini found him an easy target and took over when the Iranian people chased the Shah out of the country. 2003, the space shuttle Columbia exploded, killing everyone aboard. I still remember where I was standing when I saw it happen. 2004, the Ford GT debuted in a Super Bowl ad. And a final note. I know everybody's sad that the Giles are leaving. I've been through lots of companies that have been sold and so on through the years. It never makes it any easier. But we'll be fine. Things are always fine. We wish the Giles all the best. You've built a wonderful home that's been a great place for us. I've never worked for anybody like you, and I'm willing to bet everybody here would say the same thing. I know you'll be successful. We wish you all the best. We love you guys. Have a good weekend, motor cars.